week's feast.
Jelly bread from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Aloha.
Hello.
From the Alola region.
Oh.
It's your boy Jimmy Wong.
And it's Ashley.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, we've made malasadas from this before,
yes.
But the cartoon, if you haven't seen it, you can actually watch the full episode online. They make these amazing jelly bread. It's just bread and jelly.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
And you know what? We don't have Grapa berries,
No.
but we do have
Meyer lemons.
which I did not know even existed.
It's a sweeter, tangy type of lemon that we think is a perfect substitute.
Yeah, and I'll always love this because obviously when you make something in fiction, you kind of base it off of stuff in real life all the time.
Totally.
You take a little bit of creative liberties, but in this case, we have to find what we can apply to the fiction. It's like 2 layers. It's like Inception.
Yep. And that's why we love this job so much.
That's right.
And that's why we think you're gonna love this recipe so much.
Ashley is a professional baker.
Oh.
I'm a professional eater. Should we get to baking?
Let's do it.
Okay.
No one's a fan of endless filler episodes, unless they're filled with delicious food and inspirational recipes for Feast of Fiction. In the Alola arc of Pokemon, the annual Alola Bread Festival is underway, and Master Chef Ulu makes his way back home to show off what he's learned on his travels. Now, one of the special ingredients of Ulu's special jelly bread are the Grapa berries, which Pokemon love, but they can be either sweet or sour, and you can't tell just by looking at them. But thanks to Lickitung, Ulu can differentiate between the two. Lickitung is just the creepiest freaking Pokemon. Anyway, disaster falls when a nearby Snorlax devours all of the good berries, leaving Ulu with just the sour ones. Fortunately for the chef, his sister's Pokemon Steamy is able to use sweet scents, and a magical sparkly pink aura is applied to the berries, making them super delicious again. So our challenge today is to create a delicious jelly bread, use our real-life version of Grapa berries, and apply a glimmering pink aura to the top to make it a perfect recreation of the recipe from Pokemon. Let's get started. The key to any good bread is the dough, so combine warm milk and instant dry yeast to a bowl and watch as the yeast activates right in front of your eyes. Once that's done, we want to add some sweetness to the bread, so pour in pineapple juice, scoop a 1/4 cup of honey, and add melted butter, salt, an egg, vanilla extract, and mix until thoroughly combined. Next, in a stand mixer or by hand, add in your flour bit by bit and knead until you've created a fully formed dough that's tacky and pliable. Cover this with some plastic wrap and set aside until it's doubled in size. Grease a large pan and take out chunks of the dough and form them into moderately sized circles with your hands. Place on the pan and bake away. To make our Grapa berry jelly, we're using Meyer lemons, a seasonal version of a lemon that's less acidic and sour. It's a perfect real-life equivalent of the Grapa berry. Slice these up into small chunks, remove the seeds and add to a pot, pour in water and bring it to a boil, stirring occasionally over time until it turns into a thick jam. Taste test along the way. If it's still too sour for your taste, add in granulated sugar and let it mix with the rest. Strain the rest out when it's done and set aside. Now that your bread rolls are finished, carefully cover each of them with a healthy coating of our lemon jelly. Of course, we can't get a Steamy to actually cast a sweet blessing over our jelly bread, but we do have a pink luster dust that gives it that magical Pokemon feel and really lets it stand out. Just look at that glimmer. The final touch is a small sprig of mint on top of each, and voila! You've recreated the incredible jelly bread that won the Alola Bread Festival. They're sweet, slightly tangy, and a perfect tableside addition to almost any meal, or just by themselves. Your Pokemon will love it, but more importantly, so will you. So eat up and enjoy all that the Alola region has to offer.
Who's that patron? It's Nathan Blankenship!
Cute.
So cute!
Oh my gosh, so freaking cute.
And the pink
Luster
frosting,
dust.
luster dust, yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. It adds a,
Isn't that so cute?
yeah, it gives it the extra layer that when you look at it from afar, you can't really see it, but the moment you bring it close to your mouth, it gives you the extra like, oh, I wonder what it's gonna taste like.
Plus, it like totally resembles the video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where Pokemon puts his magic on it.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
falling down with a little pink dust.
Yeah.
I think we totally nailed it. Pretty much.
I think so too. Look at this. It looks
pretty much.
the round. It's got the roundness. It's got the sort of the thickness of the jelly.
Yep.
And
it's definitely bread. There's only one last thing to do to see if we really nailed it or not. Yay!
Oh my goodness,
dude!
You get the acidity of our Grapa berry, and then you get the sweetness that we added into it, and then you have the bread to balance it out.
This is truly amazing right here.
It's not overly sweet. It really has a lot of texture to it, and the gluiness of it. Oh my gosh.
I love Meyer lemons. They are so amazing. And
Where do
even
you
though
use
we
them?
didn't really bake with them, but they're amazing to bake with.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How so?
A Meyer lemon tart. Meyer lemon bars.
Have you ever heard of something called miracle fruit?
I have not.
So miracle fruit has this magical ability to turn things that are normally not sweet into sweet. It's like a small tablet, or you can eat the root or the some part of it, and it coats your tongue and it reprograms your tongue to interpret sour stuff as sweet. So you could take one of these little magical pills. You can even just get it online. It actually reminded me of the Pokemon that applies her sweet luster dust across the berries. And you can do it, and you can literally bite into a lemon, and it'll taste delicious. It'll taste like lemonade.
You've done this before?
You know
What's
what?
the point of it?
I mean, it's kind of fun, right? You can like eat a lemon, you can eat something sour, and all of a sudden it tastes really, really good because your tongue's just
it's a
reinterpreting
science
it.
experiment?
Yeah.
That's the point of it? Like, that's why it exists?
Well, it grows in the wild, and some people say that we started harvesting and eating it because it helped make like food that wasn't good or wasn't as ripe as we needed it to be taste way better. But these days, it's just fun to experiment with. It makes sweet things even sweeter.
Wow.
So if you drink like a lemonade or a Coke, it's like too much almost, which is really crazy.
Dang.
But I'm getting that same feeling here without having to ingest something else to change the taste, which is great. What an awesome recipe.
Oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys. Thank you so much for recommending this to us.
Absolutely.
I know you guys have been off the charts with this recommendation for many, many moons. Suns and moons.
Suns and moons, that's right.
Yes.
Good.
So
good
we
one.
are so happy to bring this to you because this, my friends, is a no-brainer.
Yeah, typically anime like Pokemon will have what they call filler episodes where nothing really happens in the story, but if they're cooking food, that's more than enough for us because that's inspiration.
Totally.
You get in the kitchen and mix them for you guys.
And this is the bomb. So you guys will love it.
Yes. What you guys will also might love is supporting us directly over at patreon.com/feastofiction. They're the reason that we have this brand new set. Their contributions directly helped us increase the production value of this show. And it's something that we've been wanting to do for 8+ years now.
Yep.
Which is really special.
Yep,
So
we're leveling up,
a big
and we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And just thank you so much for your support,
As always.
throughout the entire process
The
of
entire
Feast of
process.
Fiction.
No
So,
matter how many years you've been here, through Pokemon Red and Blue all the way to Pokemon Sun and Moon.
there you go. We love you.
We love you.
And we appreciate you. And your support does not go unnoticed or unrecognized. So thank you guys for continuing to support the show with all your comments, concerns, feedback, love notes, hate mail, whatever. We appreciate hearing from you guys. We're on there too, responding back. I know you sometimes can see us doing that.
Yeah, it's true.
So you can also find us on all the social medias.
Bing, 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 bing,
So
bing.
if you have any desire to follow us there, do that. There's
Do
a little
it.
bit different of content on those channels, but still, our love for Feast of Fiction will always shine through.
Yeah, and you can see pictures of Sawyer, your beautiful baby.
Sawyer.
You can see pictures of Kiwi, my beautiful baby.
Yes, and see everything we're up to if you guys are interested in any of that. But if you're not, here we are on our new set, and we're going to be bringing you the feasts
Ba-boom!
from here for now on.
That's right. And of course, leave a comment below. Let us know what you want to see us make next on the show.
Yep.
All of our episode ideas, almost all of them, are based off of your suggestions.
They come from you.
So you make this show happen, and we couldn't be more than grateful. So
Thank
you.
you guys. Well, I guess that's it.
Yep.
The carb loading is over.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.